Hey Scorpio, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to dive deep into your love life for March 2025. See what you can expect. We're going to start off with some general energies, see what Spirit wants you to know in regards to the changes that you're going to be expecting in the month of March. So you may not be seeing it yet, you may not be feeling it yet, but if you are spiritual, you're going to know that this is really a confirmation. But when it comes to actual actions, feelings, and all the good stuff, we're going to check in on that with the extended reading. You can find the link in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, let's get down to business for you. Oh, I like this for you. So when I was pre-shuffling your energy, I saw 3 times the Three of Swords. So yes, I can see that you've had your encounters of like heartbreaks and some things not really going in your favor. However, look at this powerful strength and the force that is coming out of you. It's like, I feel like strength is coming out of your toes right now. Like, okay, I'm going to get down to business. That's how I started your reading, right? And that's how exactly you are feeling in regards to taking things in your own hands, right? So with the authority card and definitely that positive movement forward, which is the 8 of Pentacles, this is you really stepping up into a more masculine energy, or maybe your masculine is doing the same. You both are meeting each other exactly where you're supposed to meet one another. It's like, okay, we got to get things done. We got to get through this heartbreak, through these challenges. We're going to get down to business because I want to move forward with you and there is no other way around. So it's like no beating around the bush. This is what I want. This is what they want. Point, period, blank. It's like, you know, what the hell is that? Look at this. Ace of Cups, love begins. So this could be a new start in love. A more emotionally fulfilling period is about to enter. And by the way, let me just tell you that on my lake in front of my house, I saw 4 swans, couples, including a black swan. So, okay, I know that on this lake there are a lot of swans swimming around. However, they're always like sporadically, but because we're entering March and it's like the season for them, they are already coupling up. So you can definitely see like, okay, they want to pair up. But it's like amazing to see, and it's just like a couple of days before March begins and seeing like 4 swan couples. Wow, higher powers. Look at that crown chakra. And also like that was last week, I had like an eagle coming up my balcony. So, you know, there is so much higher powers. I mean, like protective powers, powerful, courageous, strength, utilizing leadership, authority, but at the same time there is also that love power. So it's all kind of like colliding, and it's absolutely amazing to see. All right, what else? Oh wow, whoa, everything is coming together. Look at this. Okay, let me just put it in the middle because obviously you both have been enduring some heartbreak. The Emperor and the Empress. Well, hello, welcome. That's what we like. Okay, let's just move you a little bit here. So yeah, like I said, that 3 of Swords was actually already like trying to pop itself out, and now you can see the higher powers. So yeah, there has definitely been some heartbreaking news or things that really stripped you both apart, or there was just something that you both needed to heal from, and both of you equally were having pain in regards to this conflict. And I do see definitely a conflict. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, a lot of negative energies coming your way. I just feel like this has been like more like outside influences that really reacted out on each other. That's what I get actually. Could be different, but what I do feel is that because outside forces and outside energies, you both may have mistrusted one another's intentions, and because of that there was a lot of back and forth trying to kind of like have like an ownership of one another. However, this love shall not be defeated. Wow. Okay, I wish I had like pen and paper to write that down, but repeat after me. This love shall not be repeated. In case I miss the context of this title, make sure to put it down in the comments below. Wow. Wow. Okay, one more and then... Oh yeah, I knew it. I just felt this card coming through. Like, man, I'm so in tune with this energy. Gosh, love begins. Absolutely. After some painful... I'm hearing tragedies. That may be super intense, but yeah, you're Scorpio. I'm Scorpio, Venus, and Gemini. So I know, that could be quite literal, especially if you are a Sun Scorpio. Detrimental, that's how they call Scorpio sometimes, right? So yeah, that's the word that I was hearing. It kind of like went away. So don't hang on to that word at all. However, it is something that was quite tragic. So a tragic way of separation, a tragic incident, something that was quite significant. But also it helped both of you to kind of like grow into that masculine and feminine roles. And it's absolutely beautiful because now you're both ready to really work together. You know what your common goal is, which is unconditional love, because that's the Ace of Cups. That's like working together, like, okay, I'm going to love you unconditionally, no matter what they say, no matter what this person does or whatever, like what do you do. But there is going to be unconditional love here. And I freaking love this, how it comes through. Super powerful. Oh, wow. This cannot be getting any better. It was like juicy. Oh, Angel of Union. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. And if many of you are my returner viewers or those that are always on my channel, y'all know I am not the sugarcoater, but going into these love readings for March, it just feels like there is a shift. So maybe that's why I was doing like the spiritual readings before, which I know is not very popular on this channel. However, it was very much needed. So, make sure to watch this, but also check out your spiritual message from a few weeks ago, because that's where the whole shebang happens. And that's what you need to go through in your personal development. And then you get to this point. Even though love is incorporated in that spirituality, still there is like a higher spiritual calling that you may need to listen to. Right, the goddess of justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. See, that heartbreak, that separation, that conflict, it looked like it was an injustice, but you're getting a second chance. Like, not a second chance from them. No, this is a second chance at life. This is a second chance at whatever that long-term goal of commitment was, right? And that could be anything, okay? That could be really anything that is huge and major for you. And karma is dealing with this. So again, I'm definitely sensing higher powers coming through for you that are behind the scenes getting things rectified. You're going to get your justice, even though it may have seemed like no. The reason why there was like this long stillness when it comes to any type of justice matters, okay? Justice of the heart or justice in real logical, practical solutions. It was there because you needed to heal yourself. And now that you have healed yourself, your energy is like back on balance. So sometimes that's what the universe does, right? Like it puts it on hold because it doesn't want you to focus on that justice or on that karma, whatever you make out of that. But it wants you to focus on the heart. And once you heal that heart and you have like enough room emotionally and love, okay, that's kind of like very, how do I say it? Okay, never mind. That's when kind of like things get in alignment, and then you're going to see the unfolding of that justice. So again, goddess of nature, you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. So, you set the right seeds in regards to this, and you're receiving now your dharma. So yes, something karmic happened, but you're receiving the dharma out of it. The dharma is most likely you and your significant other probably like your soulmate, or maybe even your husband, your wife, your spouse, whomever this person is, that is absolutely a very strong, prominent person in your life. You're about to have like a clear new beginning in love. And that might be a dream coming true. For some of you, it could have to do with a pregnancy, with a house. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands. With a new career path. But yeah, this is more love related. We have the World card and the Moon. The Judgment and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. All right, for those that are not yet in union, this is a very special message, because it's actually telling you that right now you have just came out of a survival mode. So something that was quite intense, heavy, draining. You may have been in this phase of like trying to protect yourself or protect your children, protect your home, like your sanity, your mind. Like there's a lot of protection that is going on around you, because you've been going through something that was quite challenging, and now your body and your mind, your energy, it has been in like this survival mode, and you're stepping out of that survival mode. Because of that, like a lot of things are getting into alignment, and that's probably because we have like that new moon. I keep on saying the full moon because it's so powerful, that new moon in Pisces. That new moon in Pisces is bringing in a lot of revelations, and most likely about your past life. Could be always a part of it for those who are really in tune spiritually with that. But it's definitely a lot of bits and pieces from your past that are kind of like recollecting itself, and it's making like a whole vision board of your life. So a lot of things are going to make sense. Puzzles to the pieces are making sense. And that is your accomplishment of this lesson learned. So the World card is here really representing that tragedy, okay? Like Saturn is that tragedy. That's why I picked up that word. But please don't hang on to those, to the vibration of it. Just like how strong and how important and maybe even dangerous this whole thing has been, right? Whatever this means for you, the word tragedy. So a lot of things are starting to come together, which asks a lot of energy to process. And that's why you may need to go through this process alone. There might be like a separation here, really like you both are on different sides of the world, or there is like definitely ocean between the both of you. That could be physical ocean, but it could also be physical ocean, but also like literally spiritual ocean, right? Like emotions between the both of you. Could be both. But the World card is saying that things are finally coming together, and you're about to have another reward of the hard work that you have been showing up for yourself on the spiritual path with your individual. And the moon is bringing, again, that moon energy, all the downloads, intuitive things, the subconscious blended with the conscious mind, and not trying to lose your mind, not trying to lose your feelings, emotions, and all the regulations in regards to that, because spirit is really guiding you and letting you know through all sorts of spiritual coincidences, which we don't have in spirituality, okay? Like there are messages. Everything that happens has a message. It's about like not getting too deep into it to not lose your mind or your sanity, but you don't need anyone to tell you like, hey, what you're saying is crazy. Like, no. That's why I call myself the Illest, right? Because it's a form of being crazy. And it's like, I kind of like own the word of like being crazy in these spiritual messages, and that's the way that you need to kind of like look at it my 2 cents on that. So with that comes the judgment, and the judgment is all about that reflection and forgiveness. Okay, like a lot of forgiveness. It's not just forgiveness, but I'm hearing forgiveness, if that makes sense. It's like now having like more in regards to information, in regards to the past and your challenges, and coming to, again, a full circle. Okay? And all three of them are very close to one another in the major arcana, like, the moon, judgment, the world. Right now, that's like a huge completion. And with that comes a beautiful new start, a beginning with a more practical solution to things, and, learning along your path and not judging yourself, judging this connection or judging the other person. Light worker, you are in service. Ooh, why do I get this energy field of the justice right next to the light worker? It's like some of you have the capability to serve karma. And that's a big thing. Okay, that's very huge. Because you should never really try to take karma on your own hands. However, you are serving karma. You are serving justice. Or like the universe is serving justice through you. That's kind of massive. And you see there is like Saturn here. You see Saturn? It's like you're waking people up to your power. You're waking people up to, don't cross your line. Don't cross the line. Oh yeah, exactly. Distorted energy. Like if you cross the line with this distorted energy, no. It just feels like you have grown so much in your power that you can either make them with that light worker or you can break them with that distorted energy. And it's about like, on which side of the spectrum do you want to be? Like, you don't want me to be your enemy. Like, absolutely not. Like I can be your light worker. I can be your, and I'm just speaking through you right now, right? Like we're one voice at this point. But you can bring people in enlightenment, because that's like the illumination, right? But if you cross that line, if you test or if you do anything that could be harmful to Scorpio, they'll get their disturbed energy back, and that's the justice that you are giving. So it almost feels like a huge protection that you are being granted by spirit right now, as in like, okay, we're behind you. Here is the tool. And it's not necessarily a tool, it's an energy and a vibration and a mentality for people to know, like, okay, test me, cross me. If you cross me, that's what I was searching for. I just posted that. So it's kind of like weird, but I couldn't get to the word right now in the reading, which means that now I'm channeling for you. Well, I just posted this on my own behalf. But if you cross me, I'm gonna send you a predator. Like, what I literally said on my Instagram was based on the eagle that I had on my balcony. Like, this ain't a cat fight. So if you cross me once, I'm gonna be a predator. Like that's the energy that I'm picking up for you as well. Like, this ain't a cat fight. Just because I'm all love and light does not mean that I cannot put things into the shadow and give that karma out. Because it's all about the way that you reflect on yourself. Like, do you feel like you are powerful enough, or you have the self-worth and value to show that person like, hey, what you did is wrong? Or do you step into that guilt and the shame where you're just like, you know what, I'm afraid I'm not going to try to make it clear to that person what is going on. And that's where things shift when you take your power back, because you're like, no, I'm strong in my self-worth and value, and this is how I'm going to show it and prove it. Wow, that went deep. Like, ooh, okay. Wow. Focus on your heart, not your head. Again, the head wants justice. The heart wants healing. That's why you had to focus on the heart and not get into that Five of Swords, pittiness, trying to prove yourself, try to fake it till you make it. No, if you fall down, you accept it, and then you pick yourself back up. What most people do that are underdeveloped in this type of energy is that they act as if something is not breaking them, and they fake it with a fake smile to push things forward. And that's when they kind of like fall down the bandwagon and they go down, 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 down. But when you are spiritually in tune with yourself and you know the inner strength and your power you have inside of yourself, that's not going to happen, because you embrace every part of your journey. And what is that every part of your journey? Being weak, being vulnerable, being in a state of healing, being in a state of heartbreak, being in a state of loss, acceptance. That's the only way to move forward. And if you kind of like blindfold yourself, which it's not because of what you wanted to do with that blindfold, or I'm not saying that you did it, I'm just explaining you the energy. It's that Piscean energy retrograde where we kind of like, was it the Pisces retrograde in Saturn? Yeah, that was kind of like last year, right? I did like a long video about that. That energy came in for us to kind of like hide away and just like act like it wasn't there. It's like the hide and seek came in. Also in our own personal powers and in our own personal values and self-esteem. This goes deep. This goes deep. It's like you either get this or you don't, and it's like you gotta be spiritually on a level to get the points that I am pointing out. So please let me know where you're at. And I am absolutely not offended if people are not understanding it, because it is a higher power of understanding. But if you understand what I am talking about, boy, you have excelled in your progress here. Like, geez. Whoo. And look at that. The most powerful message coming through. And I'm going to show you really like this. The power over 7 scorpions. Like, pa-chow. Kabang. Kabang, 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 kabang. Okay. All right. You are in it. I'm just getting excited and like weak in my knees when I see this. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring so as to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy, because y'all know that Scorpio don't have mercy, and non-judgment. That's the judgment card. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. Now, what we say about that in terms of rituals and spiritual light worker energy, you don't send it back to the sender. You don't do that. You may do it. You are allowed to do it. But the only way to really shift that energy is to utilize it and change what is negative that's coming towards you. Change it into your strength and your power, and send it back to the universe. Okay, don't send it back to them, because if you do send it back to the person, then it's going to come back to you again, because you never know if they are also very powerful, right? So you take that power, the negative distorted power, away, and you send it right back to the universe. That's how you handle the business. All right, so that's what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to dive deeper into it, and I can't freaking wait to see what is going to come out in your extended. So follow me in the link below, And also, if you want to have an instant chat, instant tarot reading, or audio call, video call with me, you can find me now also on Hipsy. No waiting line. Just see if I'm available and just, call me. Okay? Call me. Who was that? Call me on my... Okay, I'm hearing like a message coming through. Anyway, we're going to see it in the extended. Thank you so much and take care.